Hello everyone, I believe I am live now. Yep, looks like I am. So we're gonna go ahead and play some chess. Now the last time I started out my stream, I lost a bunch of games in a row, so I'm gonna hope that I'm not gonna do that, but probably play for about an hour or so and then head off here. I'm gonna be trying to check the chat and whatnot. See if I can get it all set up here. There we go. So I have two tabs now. We'll go ahead and play a game. Chess rating is still a bit lower than what it was last time I started, but that happens. That was weird. I don't know why he's moving his queen like that, but we're just going to go ahead and kind of ignore it. Oh, I blundered the knight. Not a good start. That's right, though. He's like basically only moving his queen, waiting for me to blunder, which is not a bad strat, seeing how I blundered a piece already. He's playing very weird. Maybe it's just because he's better than me. He's built different. Hmm. It's playing odd. I haven't been playing as much chess lately as I otherwise would have, or otherwise normally have been lately. Not for any particular reason. It just ebbs and flows how often I play. Oh, I blundered. I notice I have one viewer. Appreciate you stopping by watching me suck at chess. I'm probably just gonna resign this one to be honest and move to another one that's not going too well. No chance I want to play that. Guy's playing really bizarre. Um, it's hard to really describe it, but he was moving his queen quite a bit and didn't make any mistakes. Which doesn't mean that he was necessarily cheating or anything, but it was just very different. I actually got some rating back the other day for someone that was cheating, which is something that hasn't happened in a little bit. Probably had it happen, I don't know, 5 or 6 times throughout the time I've been playing, where I've gotten points back for people that have cheated. I never really noticed at the time, but I suppose you just kind of lose really fast and you're just, I don't know, their system picks up something. He has that there, so block that off. That sucks. I'll go ahead and... Actually, I think this is a better move, because then I'm threatening that piece right there. So I actually end up winning that trade. And then he goes up there. He probably just takes with that pawn. Or not. He's not really threatening me, so I'm going to go ahead and castle. My knight's still protected. Hopefully I don't blunder this one away. Hey, Mr. Muscle Man. Thanks for stopping by again, I appreciate it. I'll try to get back to the tab. This game's going much better than the first one, so... Yeah. He said he had enough. Very good, so 1 for 1, so better than the, 5-game losing streak I went on the last time I tried to play. Man, I always forget about that. Yeah, just go over there. Because his idea is to threaten this check, which would threaten that. I think I've navigated through it. Oops. He has to take. Or he doesn't. That's actually bizarre. Yeah, I really don't know what this guy's doing, to be honest, because he can't take here, because my knight can just move back there. He's trying to threaten with the bishop, but my knight just kind of blocks it. I suppose I could have moved my bishop up. That probably would have been the better move. To, whatchamacallit. I forget what the term's called. But basically get your piece off your starting square. Develop. That's the word I was looking for. So we're going to do this. The idea of moving right here. I don't know why I bothered stacking when I have the pawn right there. That was a really bad move because I take here. He retakes. I take with the queen. I threatened that there. He just gave me, so I think this guy kind of gave up. Easy check. Now I'm just kind of up too much material for him to really do much about. We just kind of take all this stuff. Now the main goal that I have is, one, not to blunder, which is always the goal, but to potentially try to get queen, but I don't think that's going to be possible, at least currently. Oh, he just blundered his queen. I didn't take it. I didn't realize it was right there. Oh, that's pretty funny. Just have to make sure that I'm playing fast enough. There. That should be the game, but he might be... He seems like the kind of person that's going to try to get a stalemate or something. But when you're down 18 points, there's not much you're going to be able to do. Basically, my main goal now is to keep him in check as much as I can without blundering any pieces. Sure. Let's go up a spot. There we go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I'm 2 for 3 on the day. Hey, C Young. Oh, how does someone cheat at computer chess muscle, man? So it's very, very easy. So all you have to do is open up another tab and use a chess engine. So I'll show you kind of how a chess engine would work. So when you go, if we just click the analysis, let me see if I can make sure. There we go. It is showing that tab. So you look here, you can see all the potential moves, and there's a lot of different chess engines and a lot of ways that you would look at this. But the obvious way to look is if you look at the left side where you have the white and the black line. My cursor over here. This area here right now, it's 0.51 for white, since white is slightly ahead just generally because they move first. But as you move pieces, so if they just move, or if we just click up as we're moving, you can see that evaluation bar moving. So essentially what the chess engine or the computer is doing is evaluating each of the moves to see the quality of the move, because it basically knows like the correct move for every single situation. So if we move through this game, you can see as he's moving there, my evaluation is going up a little bit. And we'll see if I made any blunders. It looks like, where is the big... So here I'm only up 1.2, so like generally this is a pretty even position. But then, what was it that would have been the best move? Oh, this that knight was free, so it's kind of funny when you don't notice stuff. And it went back down because I didn't take that free piece, and went back to white for a second. So that Yeah, you can kind of see like as the game goes on, but when you're using a general chess engine, it will just tell you the correct move. So if you play against a computer, it will just say this was the correct move or this was the best move in that position or whatever. This is a very simplistic way of looking at it. You can see it after each of your chess games if you play at chess.com, just like how the evaluation bar moves, so you can see the quality moves. And I believe somewhere on here, um, it does tell you like what the best potential move is. I generally don't look at it too much, but you can kind of see that with there. But essentially, someone how I have two tabs open would have another tab and would be playing the move and then make sure the computer does the same move. Because if you're just practicing, you can kind of just play around with the computer system and see what different moves kind of change the evaluation bar, or see which ones are more correct or not. And yeah, it's very easy on a computer. If you're cheating, like if you're playing real life chess over the board, it becomes very difficult to cheat. But if you're just playing on a computer, people cheat all the time. Usually, it's quite obvious to catch cheaters. For one, they play very accurately. So let's look at the game review. We'll see how inaccurate I did play. Check my screen here. This is usually where it's more informative. But you can see I played with 83% accuracy, which is pretty high for myself. But if someone plays with 100% or 99% for like 10 straight games, that's usually when it's pretty obvious when someone is cheating. But high level players will play 95+% accuracy in most of their games, but even those people will make moves that are inaccurate. Because if you see here, like 83%, that just means like the most of the time I was making the correct moves. But there are times, like how I mentioned that knight that I didn't take, where that would be an inaccuracy. And then there are some, if you look here, they kind of assess your moves where it's excellent, good, book moves, which are like usually openings, and then inaccuracies and mistakes and blunders and misses and stuff like that. The brilliant moves are usually more rare, but essentially it's just the best moves you can do are usually what's there for best or great or potentially brilliant, and then good or decent moves that don't lose you or slightly win you, but usually means there's a better move. Well, there's this decent move, but not the best, and then accuracies and stuff like that. But essentially, you just kind of use the engine, and they kind of know the information because chess engines are better than human beings are. Oops. So hopefully, yeah, I can't imagine that as well, because it's like, what's the point of, because it's a completely different thing than if you are, for instance, taking steroids. You get the benefit of getting stronger, and that's like kind of like a permanent thing. You still accomplish a thing, even if you are, cheating. If you are, in a drug tested federation, you still accomplish something because you still get to be strong. If you use a chess engine, and for instance, like my rating's 1250 or whatever, and I go up to 2000, like as soon as I stop using that, then I lose all of that rating because I'm not actually that good. If you take a bunch of steroids and you get super strong, you are still super strong. So it's kind of funny that people would do that, because it's not like you particularly gain anything, and it's so easy to do. Like I could just open another tab and win every single game. I would get banned very quickly because I have enough data on here where chess.com would pick that up probably pretty quick. But usually people do it, they'll just create a new account and do that. But they also, people that are willing to cheat in chess usually aren't that smart in general. So what they won't do is vary their games and win some and lose some, and they will just win 100% of their games until they get banned, which even the best players lose games sometimes, or they'll make moves that are inaccurate. So if you're winning you make a new account, you win every single game with very high accuracy, is very obvious to the system. I think it'd be a little bit difficult, like if I, for instance, use the engine in the next game and play with 100% accuracy, nothing would probably happen to my account because that's one game and that's a very small data point. But if I went from my average play now and then suddenly was like 100%, 100%, 100%, like the statistical likelihood of that is very unlikely to do consistently. I actually don't know if there's a way to see your highest accuracy of game. I'm not going to play around with it because I'm going to play another game. I'm on a roll now. Sea of Diddy Pitty. Scandinavian defense, that's what that's called. I think it's very annoying. Darn it. He should have actually took with that there. That's a free piece, or it was a free piece, now it's not. Move the knight there with the idea of going there. I think I've definitely made mistakes in this game so far, but he hasn't really done anything to capitalize off of it. Like that pawn in the middle, he should have had. I blundered that, but he decided to not take it for whatever reason. We're gonna go here with the idea of threatening that. He rightly took. I think that was the correct move. Because if I would have traded there, obviously he couldn't have retaken with his queen. His queen would have been pinned to his king. So maybe that's that. We're just going to go ahead and castle. He's going to take with the knight, probably. He takes with the queen. We just trade queens, but he probably takes with the knight. Guess not. I guess not. Now, I don't mind if he takes this here, because then I can open up my rook a bit. I guess I could also trade down there. Yes, he moved one of his rooks to there. Oh, I blundered. That's the game. Ooh, that was a bad move. That was actually the worst move I could have done in that situation. I'm actually up a pawn. I didn't realize that. He says that. So situationally, well, there. What? I looked at your chat message and I just looked and he blundered his rook for some reason. Sometimes it's good to try for a stalemate for one of two reasons. If you're down on time, like if I was in an even game and he had like 2 more minutes in the game, it could be good to try to go for a stalemate or draw through repetition or something, depending on if I actually had time to figure out how to continue to play. The other is if you're down a ton of material, usually stalemates are kind of hard to force, at least from my experience. Usually like draws by repetition are a little bit more common because those can kind of randomly happen. Especially because sometimes you don't necessarily want them to happen, but if you are down on time a lot, like right now I'm kind of down 30 seconds on time because I'm kind of paying attention to it now. It's not as big of a deal, but it's a weird spot. You can do that thing, whatever that's called. Ooh, that was interesting. We'll go ahead and do that. Oh, he's down 7 points. I didn't realize that. Man's in a bad spot. Ooh, that was definitely the best move. He said that's enough. Oh, I've also learned to never rematch people. It's like always bad luck for whatever reason. I don't know if it's because they try super hard on the second match, but I will almost always lose the rematch. So we don't do that anymore. This opening is one of the common ones my co-teacher, my co-workers, who's also a teacher, obviously, will use the queen side pawn. It's a pretty average game. We're both playing pretty quick. He's spending a little bit of time now because there's not really anything to do. Now I'm going to move here because that's pinned a bit. Pawn's free, but I also get that pawn. When you're at points, it's always good to kind of trade pieces. I'm only up a point though. Just a little pawn. I have these 3 pawns here to make sure I don't get back rank checkmated. Oh, it's so close to checkmate. I feel like I'm up a lot more than 2 points, but that's how it is sometimes. I'm up on time and 2 points, so I guess it feels like it's more than it otherwise would be. Hmm. Gonna take that pawn. Probably. Unless I made a mistake. No. You can drop down here or here and put me in check. Doesn't particularly matter. He should have moved. He definitely could have done something to protect that. He could have moved his queen somewhere to protect that piece. That's 1308, so I'm gonna get 9 points. 9.2 Windows. That was probably not a good move. He didn't really penalize me for it. He probably just goes over to there. And I go up to there. And his queen a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Oh, sweet, I actually win that night. I was thinking it might be checkmate, but not quite. I guess I win anyway. I'm up 74 points. Yeah, the en pensant, however you say that, is exactly what it is. Yeah, I should say I don't always never do rematches, but if it's like a normal game, I try not to. But if I feel like I was having fun with the person, like we both got to like a pretty cool position in the sense that like no one was like blundering pieces or whatever. Sometimes I will, but it's more rare because I think it's just bad luck. But yeah, if it's timeout, one of the most toxic things I'll do. So if I win and I'm down a bunch of points and I win on a timeout, the game that if we both had more time, I would have lost. Or he wants a rematch, I'll rematch and then abort the match. Like you just get to there and you just hit abort, but that's the kind of toxicity I wouldn't recommend for most people, but it is quite fun to do. Just to tilt them just a little bit more. Think about it, that is really toxic, but it's pretty funny to do. I'm blocking my bishop in. It's not smart. It's really stupid to do. Well, we're gonna finish blocking him in. He's actually helping me out because my bishop can only go forward, so I'm not actually worried about if he trades. I actually meant to trade that pawn and I misclicked, but it actually was a better move, I think. Go back here, and then we have that piece forked a bit. Ooh, that was a good move on his part. I think I just kind of lose that piece. That's unfortunate. Oh wait, there's nothing, he can't take it with anything. What am I saying? I thought his queen was a space over. I was coping with the loss of my knight that wasn't even lost. Now this is much more of a problem, but see what we can do. So I probably have to lose a rook, but that's all right. We go up there. He takes the rook. I take his bishop. He's only up a point, and I can take this pawn right here. Oh, wow, that's a free queen. Oh, this guy was playing well too. He just missed that. Oh, that's unfortunate. You hate to see it. He might hit me with the I'm not playing anymore treatment and just AFK from his computer for a minute or two. Yeah, Mustard Muscle, man. It's the most toxic thing you can do. When you win, you rematch and then you abort the match and then leave. It's not a classy thing to do, but I'm not a classy chess player. I've actually never had that happen to me. Like I've never rematched someone and then had them aboard. At least that I remember. But this guy's just not gonna play. He just doesn't want to participate anymore. Oh, this happens more frequently than you think. This is usually when I will just get bored. Oh, he actually resigned. I usually get bored and just keep reporting them for abandoning, but he actually resigned. I actually want to check my statistics, see if I can find those. I'm gonna see how high my blitz rating is, or has been. Is it 1276? So I'm actually one away from that, so I'm on a good little winning streak. This guy's playing quick. He knows what he's doing. So this one will take me up to 1280 if I win, which will be the highest rating, which is exciting. Because last week when I played, I just lost rating. uh, yeah. Oh no. Oh, I thought for sure he would go up to there. Usually people don't take that. That's so stupid. I should have waited. That's my fault. Obviously, blunders are my fault. And that sucks. I'm not clutch, I guess. We get the ball in the 3-point line with a second left, and I airballed the shot. Free queen. Oops. Oh, that's a free pawn. Oh no, it's not free. There's a queen there. It's the definition of not free. If I don't pre-move trades, or if you pre-move trades, it's usually a good way to save time. And it's not really that risky to pre-move a trade, because if it doesn't happen, then the move just doesn't go through. That's a really good queen trade because now he's not able to castle. I can put him a check again just to be mean. To assert dominance. Now he's flustered. Oh, he's moving fast. I'm up pieces, so I always have to remember to trade when you're up pieces like that. Even trades when you're up is always good. Okay. Oh, he just stopped trying. Yeah, he's not even taking the knight back. He is demoralized. We're one move from checkmate, and we're back to where we were, 1 point higher slightly. I could triple dog dare you to play 1 minute game. Well, let's see if I win this next one. If I get a new high rating, then I'll do some 1 minute chess. I certainly won't be able to check your messages into the chat if I'm trying to do those, but if I'm gonna give it another try. I keep getting black. I've been having a lot of success with the Chiron Con. I've tried different openings as black, but it just seems like this is just the most consistent one for me. And I don't even particularly like it. He has to go back to there. Or not. And actually, if he would happen to move his knight there, I would trade with the rook, because a queen plus a why did he do that? That was confusing. Oh, because I can't take. Darn. Okay, that was a free rook that he didn't take. So he's up 3 points still, though. Yeah, that's actually fantastic for me. I forgot about this rook. Laser beaming up the lane. That pawn is in a terrible spot for him. He obviously has to move his queen, but I also have a discover on him. Oh, this is dirty. So I go here, he's in check. He has to move his king there, which means I can take here, put him in check again. He has to move to there, or to there. Which means we can, oh no, you would just take. And we stop playing and just take his queen. All right, now we're cruising. I'm up 4 points. He's in a really bad spot. He did that, which is definitely not a good move, because I can just put him in check there. Put him in check here, and I get a free rook. Not only do I get a free rook, but if he retakes, then I just do that, or he does that. So he gave up a knight to save his rook, which I think was probably the best move for him. Over there. He should take that bishop, because that's just hanging. Not really hanging, it just took a piece, so. Now I could take that and just get rid of his last rook, but I'm just going to start taking his pawns before I do that. I think I'm going to get a new high rating as long as I don't do anything stupid, which is easier said than done. You're at points, so it's always an even trade. Even if I lose a pawn here, it's still good. Could have actually put him in check with my rook over here. Let's do on this move. Put him in check again. Alright, so we're in a bit of a time crunch now, so I do have to pay attention to that. But we should still be good. Oh, let's checkmate. I didn't realize that when you get in a time crunch like that, you're just trying to look for checks. And obviously checkmates, but I didn't realize that, yeah, that is checkmate. So yeah, I'll do some 1 minute chess now. Had 6 rooks and a king before I fell in. Would you advance to a rook? Do you ever cash in on as many pawns as possible? Oh, I've done that before, and I've also stalemated a game by accident doing that. It is kind of funny to when you make a like bishop or something random when you have like the time to do it. Yeah, I have done that before, but I've also stalemated a game by mistake. So I try to avoid doing that because usually when you get to that point in the game, when I'm doing 3 minute chess, I'm usually pretty low on time, so I don't have enough time to like make sure I'm not stalemating or something. But yeah, I have like advanced pawns that I didn't need to when you're like a move from checkmate, and there's not much they can do. I've certainly done that. Let's see. Oh yeah, 1 minute chess. That's what I was gonna do. All right. Oh, I clicked on the wrong tab. There we go. 1 minute chess is stressful. I don't even know what my rating is for it because I don't do it very. It's only 1066. All right. Let's see what happens. I'm up on time, which is good. I don't like how quick the pieces move. I know they make the animation faster when you're doing minute chess. It looks kind of ugly, but I suppose it's good. Ooh, okay. That was really, yeah, I got 22 points, so that means I don't play this much. Because when you first start playing, like a new account, your rating will go up or down by a ton of points because it's trying to figure out what your rating should be. Yep. It's checkmate torture. Yeah. A lot of times people too, it's hard to get to that position where people are still playing because usually they just resign when things get too terrible. I know I certainly do. All right, minute chesses surprisingly went well for the first one. Up on time, which is the only thing you have to worry about in minute chess. Not trying to lose too fast. There, obviously, that's not a good move, but it doesn't really matter when you're up on time. Nice, 2 in a row. I should actually get better at chess. Sweet. Yeah, 1 minute chess is like, I think because I play on my phone a lot, 1 minute chess is really hard to do on your phone, especially when you get towards the end. It's much easier when you're on a keyboard, or just using a mouse, I should say. Might be my first loss. It would not surprise me in the slightest. Oh. I'm playing slow too, which is never good. Hey, Rook's just hanging there. There he goes. Now, unfortunately, my best I can do is a stalemate or a draw. Ran out of time. I would have drawed if we would have got to the end, or if I would have won on time, because I didn't have any pieces left. So what, 2 for 1 in minute chess? It's a lot more difficult than regular. A lot more regular than 3-minute chess. But I've used 1-minute chess before to get better at moving faster in 3-minute chess, because when you move in a game like this, like, you're constantly having to move and not just, you want to make valid moves and also just like not plunder too many pieces too quickly until it's at the very end, and then it doesn't matter. It also helps you practice openings, because that's also a very easy way to get a very high rating or higher rating in minute chess, is that you just practice openings. Not good. I'm playing too slow now. Oh, he stalemated me. Oh. So I knew, because he had these 3 pieces, and I knew my king couldn't move, so I threw my pawns up, because I was down on time. Oh, that's pretty funny. God, I have to move. I'm spending time thinking. You can't do that. Man, this is where I start to suck at minute chess. It takes so much focus to do it, and I just don't have that. Yeah, unfortunate. As you can see, I'm not as good at minute chess. I'm gonna get back to 3-minute chess. I'm gonna do a couple more of those. I think I've been live for not sure how long. Let me check my streaming software. For about an hour, so we'll see if we can push my 3-minute chess rating up. That's always, I think, the most impressive to me when I watch the really good grandmasters play minute chess and still play really accurately. I just get flustered. That was stupid. Or no, actually, now it was stupid for him not to just take my bishop. No. My queen is kind of just hanging out. Not in a good way. I suppose his queen is there too. Not as bad, because if he takes my queen, I just take his queen. Actually, don't mind that at all. I can do that. I can just move my rook over. I'm still up 3 points. I thought I lost the game there. Things looked dire for a second. Queen's a little, or my king, king's a little trapped, but I think I'm still chilling. I don't know if there's a way that he gets to my king. I can do that. And do that. And do that. And then do that. And then I just do that. I should just kind of win the game for free now. There's nothing he can really do. Yeah, he's just kind of can't do anything. I think he just lets the last little few seconds run out. Cash that check. I certainly will. 1288. Well, I'm gonna keep playing till I lose a game, because if I get to 1300, that'd be pretty dope. I'm playing with house money at this point, though. Maybe go there. Well, you're no fun. Supposed to let me fork your pieces. That's how this is supposed to go. That was actually bad from the castle that way because I have a rook that's just laser beamed up to there. Actually, don't really care if he takes. It's a good trade for me. That's threatened. Now it's protected. Now that's threatened. Um. Oh. Ooh, I'm getting hungry. I haven't eaten in a while. That's definitely. I'm getting towards the end. This is weird. That was a good move because then he can go right to there. He didn't notice though. I'm glad he didn't notice. So if he goes down there, I'm in check. I have to move up, and then that's just a free rook that he could have taken. But when things are going your way, people don't notice moves like that. He did notice there because he could have done the same thing with that position. I'm up just a pawn. Um, I do lose that pawn, so then now we're even, but I want to move my king over here to protect this piece. So then I can move up to here and dance around with him. Well, no, you can't. Can't really dance. think my position is a little bit better than his. And I can actually use my king. Ashley probably he should have actually traded there because that pawn is just running free. So I actually really appreciate that because that was a big blunder on his part. He still gets 2 pawns though, but you know, I shouldn't have moved that pawn up. I'm messing up. He's helping me out still though. I think I just got to keep shoving this pawn up. We're actually gonna do. Oh no, that was stupid. It was really stupid. We're gonna go over here. Go over here, and he just takes, and I lose. Oh, unfortunate. That's gonna be the last game that I play, though. I did get a new high. I actually am still above that 1278, so 1288 there. Slowly but surely getting up to 1300, so hopefully I'm able to push there sooner rather than later. But yeah, I think I'll keep doing this once a week and whatnot, and keep trying to get more better at chess. Lose muscle. That is for sure. But I'm gonna head off here. Appreciate Mr. Muscle Man for coming up the chat, and C Young, I saw you in the chat there as well. So I do appreciate that. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this stream. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. I hope you all have a great day and a great night. Peace.